Welcome to this presentation on UK career and employment opportunities and how universities support you. My name is Elodie Springer and I work in the International Office at the University of Southampton. And today I'm going to talk to you about the value of a UK education, careers and employability opportunities, and examples of how Southampton supports its students. So this is a map of the world where you can see, according to the QS World Rankings, where the top universities are based in the world. And as you can see, there are 18 of these universities currently based in the UK. So the UK is really home to some of the world-renowned universities. And 17 out of the top 18 universities are in the Russell Group. So if you've not heard of the Russell Group, it represents 24 leading UK universities, and they are committed to maintaining the very best research, and they offer outstanding teaching and learning experiences. They also have very strong links with businesses and the public sector. So this is the Russell Group, the 24 research intensive universities in the UK. So in terms of other things that the value of a UK education brings you is the quality of the course. There is something called the National Student Survey, or the NSS, and this is a survey that's taken by undergraduate students in their final year of study. And it gathers students' opinions on the quality of their courses, and this then helps to inform prospective students' choices. So as you can see here, 83% of students were satisfied with the quality of their course in 2020. There is another tool also to measure the quality of the teaching, which is called the Teaching Excellence and Student Outcomes Framework, also known as the TEF. So this tool was created in 2017 and it measures the quality of teaching in higher education. So the TEF is really intended to give students confidence in the teaching that they can expect from their university, and it also allows to compare them between themselves. So the TEF is currently voluntary, not every university will take part in it, but just to give you an idea, there were around 270 universities and colleges who took part and received TEF awards, and the most common award is silver. So about 46.9% were awarded silver in 2019. So universities in the UK also have amazing facilities. So whether it's teaching facilities such as classrooms, lecture halls, or sporting facilities also, or libraries, they have really state-of-the-art research facilities in some cases. So make sure you check these for the universities that you're interested in studying, as this will also influence the quality of the education you receive greatly. And I'm just giving two examples from the University of Southampton. So on the left hand side, the clean room complex, and on the right hand side, the supercomputer, so one of the most powerful ones in the UK. So another aspect that you may want to consider when you're looking at the value of UK education is its international environment. So the UK is a multicultural country and is actually the second most popular destination for overseas students in the world. So you'll be able to experience different cultures, make friends with people from all over the world, and you'll learn much more than what you're just studying on your degree. And to give you a bit of stats, in 2018-19 there were just over 485,000 international students studying in the UK, and you can see the breakdown between those from the EU and from the rest of the world. And it's not just students, but also when you study at a university in the UK, you can be expected to teach by staff who come from everywhere in the world also. So my last slide in this section is to talk to you about the excellent student experience and support that you can also expect when studying in the UK. So I'd like to point out the Students' Union. So this is an independent body representing the rights of students in British universities, and they have a wide range of student societies that you can take part in. So these can be sports societies, arts and performance, but it can also be subject related societies, and so students can join several ones also. So it's a great way of getting to know other people and also developing transferable skills. The other aspect is the English language. So before you arrive, you have opportunities to improve your English language, but also once you start studying, there's often options for you to improve your English language. And also if you want to start or continue learning another language, that's often also offered at UK universities as part of your degrees. Another thing of interest for international students especially are the part-time job opportunities. So if you're a student studying on a visa, you have up to 20 hours per week during term time to be able to work part-time. Then also I would consider scholarships and funding. So many UK universities offer scholarships, so something to have a look at also and ask universities. The accommodation also is very good, and universities also have their own student halls. Study abroad is also something that you can do on many different degrees. So I'm talking about especially undergraduate degrees. So you can spend a semester or a year abroad depending on what you're studying. And also universities have really good support services. So we have services such as enabling services for students who have a disability or mental health issues. They can offer counselling and other workshops and support. There's also support in accommodation halls with people there to support students, and that's especially important now with COVID and quarantine. So students can expect to be supported there during their quarantine time. And lots of resources around well-being. Meet and greet also is a service that many universities offer to come and greet their students arriving at different airports and take them safely back to their university and accommodation halls. Universities also offer visas, application and renewal support services, and then also lots of work opportunities and careers services, which I'm going to expand on in the next section. So in terms of careers and employability opportunities, you may have heard of the post-study work visa. So this is a new graduate route which is going to be launched on the 1st of July 2021. This means that bachelor's and master's students who graduate from this year onwards will be able to work in the UK for 2 years. And if you decide to do a PhD, then you'll be able to work in the UK for 3 years. So applications must be made from inside the UK, and there is an application fee of £700. So in terms of what employers look for, so careers are changing, so that's quite obvious all over the world. So jobs are increasingly done on the move, any time of the day in almost any location, and now remotely also. So people are more likely than ever to switch careers, work for employers from different sizes, and also to set up their own businesses. So where some careers and professions do require specific degrees, subjects or other qualifications, such as, for example, if students want to study medicine, nursing or law, they do need specific degrees. And this is probably true also where if you want to do a postgraduate degree, where employers will look much more at the type of masters that you have done and the content. However, one of the things to really highlight is that employers are looking for students who are adaptable, flexible, willing to upskill and motivated to adjust to different work environments. So we're not talking only about qualifications, but all those soft skills are really important, and especially the transferable skills. So just to name a few, those are, for example, communication skills, teamwork skills, time management skills, etc. So this shows you actually the importance of transferable skills. So the majority of employers don't actually specify a particular subject area or degree for graduates when they advertise their jobs. So you may not have considered this, but for example, these are a few examples of the type of degrees you can do. So in orange, arts, biochemistry, biology, geography, etc. And then next to those are just a few examples of the type of job you can go into afterwards. So for example, it's very interesting to see that students who have studied biochemistry, for example, could go on and work in management or IT afterwards. So this shows you that it's really a lot about the transferable skills that you've obtained throughout your degree and applying these to the world of work. And this is a really good illustration. So PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is a multinational professional services company headquartered in London. They're the second largest professional services firm in the world. And they've said that it's not just business and accounting subjects that they're looking for. So they said last year, almost half of our graduate recruits had degrees in arts and humanities, science, law, or social sciences. So they're not just looking for business and accounting subjects. They're really looking at developing and building teams. And for them, it's really important to employ graduates who have diverse skills. I'm now going to move on to examples of how the University of Southampton supports its students with careers and employability. So this slide shows you the employability performance of the University of Southampton. So the university is currently ranked 23rd in the UK for graduate prospects, and it's among the top 20 UK universities targeted by the largest number of top employers. And it's a top 150 institution for employability worldwide, currently ranked 107th globally. So on the right-hand side, you can see 8 subjects in the top 10 for career prospects. So we actually ranked number 1 for career prospects in medicine, number 2 for business management and marketing, and number 3 in engineering, especially electronic and electrical. And you can see the other areas also in this table. So this slide shows you our careers and employability offering for students. So there's 4 different areas: information, advice and guidance, our events area, work experience opportunities, and our jobs board. So in the next few slides, I am going to highlight a few of those opportunities today. I won't be going through everything, but just a few really to highlight, I think, those that are most relevant really, or most important. And worth mentioning that this is the offering from our central careers services, but that we also have specialist careers hubs within different faculties, and also careers advisors employed within faculties. So the first professional development opportunity I want to highlight is internships and also the year in employment. So each year, hundreds of internships opportunities are available, and they are between 2 weeks to 12 weeks. And students can work with local and national, small to medium companies, large corporations, public and third sector organizations, and also internally within the university. The internships are open to students of any degree discipline at any stage of study, so whether bachelor or master's or PhD, and also for up to 12 months after you graduate as a student. All internships are project-led and they're carefully selected to ensure that students receive the most valuable, inspiring and exciting experiences. And we also offer the year in employment. So this is a full year of work that you may want to choose. Generally, the way it works is that students study their undergraduate degree, so the first year and the second year, and then they do a year in employment in the third year, and then they come back and finish their degree in the fourth year. So the year in employment is only for students doing an undergraduate degree, whereas the internships that I just mentioned are for students from all study levels. So we have a great program called the Student Innovation Program. I also want to highlight. It's designed to offer students the opportunity to gain invaluable experience of working on real life business issues that are actually put forward by local businesses and also not-for-profit organizations. So the students work in a team of 4 across a range of faculties and also year groups, and they are asked to develop an innovative solution to a business problem that's been identified. So those projects last for 6 weeks and they can be completed alongside your studies. So it's not like an internship that you do during your breaks. This can be done during term time, during your study course. The projects are open to students also from any degree discipline. And there's no business experience required to take part. And some of the benefits to students is that you will receive training delivered that will help you complete the project. It's an opportunity to work with a local business or charity on a real business issue that they have. And it's also an opportunity to work in a team of peers from faculties that you would not normally engage with. So if you're, for example, an arts and humanities student, you may work with students from biological sciences, just to give an example. Another service I'd like to highlight are the careers fairs. So the university runs both a spring and autumn careers fair. So there are 2, and they provide an amazing opportunity for students to find out about organizations, their culture, and also discuss with them the possible direction that they want to take their career to. So many employers offer work experience and graduate job opportunities, and some employers also are able to sponsor international students, and these would be flagged in their employer profiles on the system. So on the systems that students use as part of their career research. UK companies that have international offices can also provide international work opportunities. And worth mentioning that also on top of those 2 careers fairs, as I said, we also have career services within different faculties. So for example, the law school organizes its own specialist fair. Electronics and computer science also organizes its specialist fair. The business school also do one. So there is quite a lot on offer in terms of careers fairs at Southampton. Another area I want to highlight, which really cuts across different levels of study and different courses, which is really interesting, is our enterprise skills development. So we provide students with business workshops on a regular basis through term time, and also business basics sessions to share insights on how to run a successful business. We offer one-to-one coaching to grow and develop your business area. And for the last 2 years, we've given students the opportunity to share their innovative ideas. So the Big Ideas competition has prize funding attached to it, and you can also have ongoing support to develop the idea, and also the title of University of Southampton Big Idea Fellow. There's also some fantastic student societies that students can join. So one is called Fish on Toast, which is an enterprise society, and the other one is called Enactus Southampton. So Enactus actually is a social enterprise society, which is not just in Southampton but all over the world. And this year, Southampton students have won the competition, so they will be representing Enactus for the UK, so worldwide. And also the university has an on-campus startup accelerator. So this is also something amazing that I really invite you to check. It's called Future Worlds. So if you're interested in enterprise and starting your own business, there is an amazing amount of support at Southampton, and it's actually based also on main campus. But on the website, you will be able also to see student stories, how they can access funds, and how they can pitch also their business ideas to investors. And just a couple of highlights in terms of funding. So we've got the Seed Startup Fund, and postgraduate and international students with a startup visa can apply, and they can apply for up to £2,500 funding. And then we have the Founderships Grant Fund. And again, for postgraduate and international students with a startup visa, it's support for 12 weeks over the summer to work on business startup ideas. And so finally, before giving you some more practical examples, I wanted to mention the e-mentoring. So as well as offering a career mentoring program for students, students can also connect online with alumni all over the world on an e-mentoring platform. And so that enables you to gain advice and insight from the alumni working in the field that you're interested in. E-mentoring in Southampton is the online destination for students to connect with business leaders, chief executives, entrepreneurs, and innovators from around the world. And you will receive online career advice, mentorship, and job support. All of our mentors are alumni of the universities, and they're waiting to hear from our students and alumni. They're really excited to help current students. So what you will do with a mentor is you will explore your career pathways. You will also develop your professional online skills, and you can also create a profile within the platform to specify if you're looking for mentoring, career advice, or help finding internships and work experience. So a bit of a real life example. Akshada is a student who graduated in 2018 from an MSc in digital marketing at Southampton. And a few examples of what she did. So during 1 year of masters, so she took part in the Enterprise Summer School. This is a 3 intensive day summer school which develops enterprise and entrepreneurial skills. And you develop your team, problem solving and pitching training. And then there was a competition to see which team can provide the best solutions for the client. The client was the AGS Bowl Cricket Stadium. Then this student went on to do a Catalyst Challenge, which is a startup business challenge day. And so students get to utilize entrepreneurial tools such as the business model canvas. This is based at the Southampton Science Park, which is not far from the university, so students can interact with real startups, and you're working as part of an interdisciplinary team on a real challenge facing a startup. And on top of all of that, she also undertook 4 University of Southampton internships. So she did one in fashion, marketing, consultant intern, social media marketing, marketing intern, and recruitment social media intern. So all those projects done in 1 year. And she also did a student innovation project with a tourism company on a marketing project. So this is really to show you that there's so many opportunities, and as a student it's really important also that you take up as many opportunities as you can. So I'd like to provide another example, really a case study on CORMSIS. CORMSIS stands for Centre for Operational Research, Management Science and Information System, and it's one of the largest operational research and management science groups in the UK. And it spans Southampton Business School and also mathematical sciences. So operational research and statistics at Southampton are ranked 33rd in the world and 7th in the UK, according to the QS World Rankings 2021. And they have very strong business links, and I'm going to expand a little bit on that and what it means for students. And they have dedicated industry liaison officers with a real great background in industrial expertise also, and they have an extensive UK and international alumni network. So what's really interesting for students studying on those degrees is that the MSc students have an opportunity to compete for an external MSc project for their dissertation, and they work on a real business problem for an external organization over the summer. And you can see here that in the summer 2020, there were 70 virtual projects that were offered to our students. And these are in the UK, but also in Germany. And there are quite a big number in India and also in China. So if you're interested in any of those degrees and come from those countries, you may want to have a look more specifically at the opportunities that are offered. And on the right hand side, you can see examples also of collaborators. And if you have an interest in Chinese summer projects, or you're students from China and you would like to do a summer project with CORMSIS, you can see here a list of sponsors and also the projects that students have been working on. So that brings me to the last section, which is talking about our alumni network. So the University of Southampton, as a graduate, you would be part of our alumni community. So this is over 265,000 alumni in more than 195 countries across the globe, and 25% of our alumni are international. And so as an alumni of the university, you can expect support. So we have support for recent graduates, but also for alumni. So for example, one-to-one guidance appointments, workshops and webinars, events and careers fairs for up to 5 years after graduation. And you also have continued access to internships, e-mentoring, career mentoring, and enterprise opportunities for up to 1 year after graduation. Alumni also benefit from lifelong learning, so we offer alumni evening courses and study days in a wide range of subjects. And also alumni can take part in MOOCs or massive open online courses. And you can stay connected with the University of Southampton in different ways. So you can join the community of 15,000 alumni on our LinkedIn group and also on our social media channels. But also we have dedicated publications for our alumni, and there's also lots of events for our alumni to attend throughout the year. So including an alumni sports day, distinguished lectures, and also career webinars for recent graduates. The university also has alumni branches and networks all around the world for alumni to connect with each other and to keep in touch with the university. So if you are a prospective student, also you can get in touch with those branches and hear from our alumni and their experience studying here and working afterwards. There are branches in New York City, San Francisco, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Chengdu, Singapore, Malaysia, and also a brand new network in India. And there's more branches planned in Pakistan and Japan also in the near future. And in addition, we often host international alumni events in key locations around the world. So obviously last year this hasn't really been possible, but previous events have been held in Nigeria, in the US, in India, China, and in many other locations. And my last two slides are to illustrate also the CORMSIS alumni support. So CORMSIS also runs practitioner talk series, and this is an example of our spring series in 2021. And this is where alumni also share their experiences with current students. So you can see the different dates and where students work. So they come back and they're very excited to share their experience also with current Southampton students. And this is another example of the CORMSIS Practitioner Talk series, and this was held at KPMG Global Services in Bangalore. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope you've learned a lot about the value of education, of a UK education, and how universities, and in particular the University of Southampton, can support you. You've got my email address here, And you're very welcome during the fair to come and speak to me and ask any questions you have about studying in the UK and studying in Southampton. Thank you very much for your attention.